This is the introduction to the Baron's Last Ride project. As a lot of you know, Baron joined Sunshine in the Next Life this past May. I'd been wanting to take a long motorcycle ride on the new GS Adventure while I still can, and so I decided to go last month and do a 5,000 roughly mile bike ride for one last adventure with my best little buddy. I spent about a month on the road total, and ever since getting back, I've been filtering through the 1.36 terabytes of film and pictures that I captured from the ride and putting it into Premiere for a big video project. Just to give you an idea of the magnitude of this file, these are just some of the excerpts, and you'll see different stacks of them because in one particular segment of the ride, I may have video of the 360 views on the saddlebag. I may have another view where it's looking forward. I may have a view of the just one of the heroes, not the 360, looking one direction or another. I can have a GoPro looking back at me while I'm riding. If I was wearing a helmet, then I would perhaps have the helmet GoPro on, and that's what I use to record the audio. And then in addition to that, there could be other footage I took with one of the other video cameras. There could be the phone camera I may have used at times. So there is a ton of video of various styles, and trying to go through and timestamp them and everything. Anyway, all that detail aside, it's a long process to edit a project like this. Now for the first movie I did, No Limits, No Regrets, that movie I went through and color corrected and had the sound professionally mixed and mastered. I had a soundtrack that I wrote and recorded with a buddy doing bass and drums. So I had a mix of the acoustic guitar and the electric guitar and had that professionally mixed and mastered, all 8 full songs, originals. And so it was a big project to say the least. Now I do intend that the movie for Baron's Last Ride will include the original soundtrack recorded. It may be simpler, maybe it doesn't have all the drums and bass and it's just me and an acoustic guitar, but there will be a soundtrack, it'll be color corrected, it'll be more in the timing of, you know, a full-length feature like No Limits, No Regrets was. It just takes a lot of time to get there, and I did get some feedback in some of the other videos asking about just kind of almost stream of thought or, you know, comments, old stories about bikes, cars, whatever, as I'm riding. So combining all this, what you'll start seeing very soon are going to be smaller, more digestible, rough cut episodes of a series of videos. So I'm going to take all of this footage, put it together, have it trimmed down to where I've got the voiceovers, the views I want and everything, and it's clean that way. And I will separate that out into these smaller episodes. So you'll see those start to come out in order as they occurred during the ride. And it'll be more of a rough cut. So it'll have all the little details of being on the ride and on the road, messing with things like nails in the tire. This series of videos will not only include the primary tasks of dealing with Baron's ashes and hitting those spots, but just the travel across the highways and byways of this country, cruising around on the motorcycle and all the little things you encounter, maybe stories from the past of motorcycles, car adventures, or whatever it may be, just things along the way that might be of more interest to those of you who really want to hear more about the actual ride in a more immersive point of view with all the various camera angles and that. You might enjoy this series of episodes. However, if you just want to wait and watch the final movie because it's going to be overall, contained in this shorter full-length feature timeline, and it'll focus more on the primary tasks. It'll be more fast-paced. It'll cut a lot of the road details out of it, and it'll be more polished with color correction. It'll have the soundtrack and everything. Then you can wait for the movie to come out as well. By doing this more staged approach, it allows a couple things. For one, it lets me get some material out faster so people can start enjoying details of the ride. It gives you as the viewer options, whether you want to watch something that's got more details of the actual journey on the bike or whether you just want to watch the polished movie at the end. So it also buys me a little bit of time with the music. Once I get all the material there and I can start releasing the series of episodes, that gives me time to finish writing the lyrics, write the music, record the music and the vocals, and get those songs finished so that I can be embedding them into the video while I'm shortening everything down to the full-length feature. If you have a strong preference of whether you'd like to see the more detailed adventure series, great. If you'd prefer to just watch the movie at the end, I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments below, whether it's on this intro video or whether you want to comment on that as I start releasing these episodes coming up very soon. You know, I want to make sure that I'm doing whatever people want to see. And I know that there may be people that like one and some that like the other. This lets me kind of give you both and let you see what you prefer. The ride was awesome. It was a bit bittersweet, obviously, because of the purpose of it, but I feel a lot better and a bit of productive peace having completed it. Hell, having survived it, to be honest, at this point, as it was not easy. But now going through doing the editing and that, I'm really looking forward to getting the final movie done. But even getting this far as I am with the editing and having this much done, being able to start releasing these episodes and get some material out there. So very exciting for me anyway. Hope you enjoyed as much as I am creating it. If you haven't done so, please click the link below to subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications, and the past can't be changed, the future can't be predicted. All we have is to live for today.